I sold for $46.71 and the buyer is paying $8.45 in shipping. What? Yep. Back here in the eBay store, we've got 4 orders going out, so let's get started. First thing we have going out is a vintage lot of 12 Annie's Crochet newsletter. This is in U2, so that's going to be back over here. And right in here. Let's see if I can find it without having to take this down. I think this is it right here. Okay, and redouble check the listing here real quick. A lot of 12. I believe that's 12. I'll double check. Zoom in on the very first photo. So bought a box of these probably last year sometime, and they had tons of these crochet newsletter magazines, and these things, even though they're old, they still sell because people like the patterns in them. So I basically just put the ones that were the same, like this is Annie's Crochet newsletter. There was other ones, different ones, and I made those into lots. So the entire box I paid $5 for. This sold for $22.21 and the buyer is paying $5.51 in shipping. Okay, now this next item, this is a pretty good item. Picked this up at a local thrift store. It's a Folksman puppet hand stage plush Yeti snowman. And it's in bin V. And that's gonna be right down here. Did put it in a bag because I didn't want it to get too dusty. So this is it right here. Into this for $4. Go ahead and take this out of the bag. I sold for $46.71 and the buyer is paying $8.45 in shipping. What? Yep. Okay, this next thing, I think it was on a video 2 ago where I picked up some hats at local thrift store here in town. It's going to be on the Picker channel, which is Ford Pinto Picker. Okay, this is going to be in bin S. This is pretty much where I keep all my hats. Probably need to think about a different way of doing this, but it's working so far. So this is a mean green college hat. Does have the Nike logo and it's mean green and it is a dry fit. And I did list it new without tags. It is new, never worn. Paid $1 for this. This sold for $16.96 and the buyer is paying $6 even in shipping. By the way, the hat was University of North Texas. It's the UNT. Okay, next item. This is a Blink. This is a multi-purpose disinfectant. And this is probably an older item because I didn't put it in this custom SKU. So this is more than likely an RA item. And this is in, and it's not even, this is not good. It's not in the custom SKU. All right, gonna have to set the camera down and see if I can find it. This sold for $11.86 and the buyer is paying $8.20 in shipping. Okay, we're a little cramped in space, so I'm just going to be filming today just off of this camera I've got set up to do a thrift store haul. So let's jump into today's sales and see what sold. Today we've got 6 orders going out for close to $215. So let's get started. First thing we have going out, it's an item I picked up when I was up at the Trash to Cash Winter Bash, went garage sailing. This is a new 2-pack Portfolio Landscape 10-watt halogen floodlight 12-volt low voltage. This is in bin Z2. That's going to be right over here. So it's this right here. I was getting worried because it said a 2-pack. This is a set of 2. So paid $2 at a garage sale for this. This sold for $31.41 and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. Next thing we have going out, just looked at these probably maybe a little over a week ago. It's these Tupperware pastel cereal bowls with matching lids, microwavable set, and I didn't get a chance to put them in the inventory, but they're back over here. I just set them right here. So it's all of these right here. They are brand new. Paid $5 at one of the local thrift stores here in town. These sold for $22.91 and it is going free shipping. Believe this, when I weighed it, I believe it's about 15 ounces, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into a large poly bag. It's just plastic, so don't have to worry about it breaking. Sold an NES game. This is Wall Street Kid. Picked this up at one of my local thrift stores.
Are you serious?
There we go again. One of the local thrift stores here in town. It's in bin Z. That's right up here. See if I can find it pretty easily. Oh, this should be it right here, I believe. Yep. Into this for $2.50. This sold for $21.91 and the buyer is paying $6.05 in shipping. We have some more Tupperware going out. This is the Tupperware Deviled Egg Tray Keeper Carrier. Now this is one you'd want to look out for. It's 722-2. It's pink, yellow, and teal. This is in bin T2. That's going to be right over here. It's right up here. So, pick this up at one of the local thrift stores here in town. It's probably my primary one I go to. I'm into this for $3. This sold for $26.31 and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. Next thing we have going out is an OGX Extra Strength Renewing Plus Age Oil Morocco Penetrating Hair Oil Deep 4, and the description cuts off. This is an L3, so that's going to be back over here. It should be right in through here. This might take me a while to find. All right, let me set the camera down and I'll come right back. Okay, found it. It's this little bottle right here. Picked this up at one of the local thrift stores here in town. I'm into this for 50 cents. This sold for $846, and the buyer is paying $14 in shipping. That tells me this is definitely going out through eBay international shipping. Now, as you can see, we got a lot of small stuff going out today. Next item is an RA item. It's a US Divers Playa Adult Snorkel Set Size Small Medium Mask Fins Snorkel and Gear Bag. It is new, and this is, it's not in a bin, but it's up on top over here. I already have some of them out. Oops. Drop the tag off of that one. That's large, extra large. Let's move this guy out of the way. See if we can find one. That's a large, extra large. Okay, I can't tell on this one. Okay, check this one. How about this guy? Large, extra large. Whoa. Sorry. I got the camera backwards. What the heck am I thinking? Okay, here we go. Small, extra large right there, the little dot on it. So pick these up on RA. I'm probably had these for at least 2 years. Not a good buy, but at least I got one of these moving out. Into this for $10. This sold for $29.33, and the buyer is paying $14.50 in shipping. The entire box I paid $5, local thrift store and hat. And it's going to be on the picker channel, which is